Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Tuesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather and sports. I'm Aina Kweyo. In the news tonight, the Minister of Mines and Energy, Tom Alwendo, has implored the Zambezi region leadership to expedite the implementation of projects to electrify pre-urban areas in the region. Alwendo made the call when he paid a courtesy visit to the governor of the Zambezi region, Lawrence Sempomfu, at the Katima Mulilo on Monday. Alwendo highlighted a significant improvement in the available budget allocation at the Zambezi region, as it has been allocated 17.8 million Namibian dollars for rural electrification for this financial year. Now, Lawrence said the region is facing delays in the implementation of electrifying schools due to flood-prone areas. Alwendo demands that selected schools, police stations and government offices be electrified before the rains come. Have a look.
So this year we are able to actually allocate 17.8 million to Zambezi region for rural electrification. And we also have engagement already and more or less have agreed on how to use that 17.8 million for the region. So why don't we fast track the electrification of the public institutions like schools, clinics, police stations, so that at least we can, get that backlog out of the way, and we can then start again with the household electrification. The Zambezi region, because of the nature of the region, I'm talking about the floods. If we all know that we have got only 3 months period actually to do some of the things, what is that so difficult then for us to make sure that those 3 months are utilized properly and then actually accelerate the projection of the projects during those 3 months, because we know that's all that we have got. And if we are not doing that, because the chairperson in probably seems to be saying we may lose the opportunity to do that while we still got dry season. If that is the issue, it can only then suggest that our engagement is not being effective, because if the money is there, we have agreed that that's what we need to do, but somehow we are still not doing that. It simply means that our engagement is probably not really the best it can be. I would have understood if you say there's no money, but if we do have the money, I think let's really all of us work as together as fast as we can and see whether we can we need to make sure that we do the work before the floods come, because if it comes the next time, we just prolong the problem.
Moving over to our next story, the second annual Namibia Oil and Gas Conference is picking up speed at Mercure Hotel in Windhoek before the official opening by the Minister of Mines and Energy, Tom Alwendo, scheduled for tomorrow morning. Master classes are set to turn today as delegates get to know each other this afternoon before the gala dinner tonight. Here, Ilka Platt, the founder of Poya Media, welcomes you to the occasion. Augeto Craig reports.
Hi, my name is Ilka Platt. I'm the founder of Poya Media, the event host organizer for the largest Namibian oil and gas conference. As you can hear and see around, it's the registration day, official day today, official opening ceremony, which will be tomorrow at Mercure. We're happy with all the delegates, everyone coming, and we look forward to a lot of networking and steering the conversation. So let's start.
Thank you.
You happy? Okay. Sure.
In some news, Jan Carroll and Susan Horn, the parents of JC Horn, who was killed in the accident caused by Yandre Dippenaar, just wants the entire thing to come to an end. The pre-sentencing heading Dippenaar's case started today with Jan Carroll as well as Antonio Yoshko, the only survivors of the accident, testifying today. Leandre Moore reports.
Yeah, ma'am, it's a long time that thing is now carrying on. We, as Namibian families, we pray that the end is now in sight. That the man get whatever sentence the court gave to him is out of our hands. What must happen, must happen. But we beg the court, please let us end. We cannot handle it anymore. That's all. Guilty. It's the judge's prerogative to sentence him in the way that she feels is appropriate. And that's all we can say. It was a hard, very hard, 9.5 years. That I can promise for all of us. I believe even for me. So let's see what happens. Thank you very much.
Moving over to our next story, New Era reports that the Anti-Corruption Commission has highlighted the need for enhanced transparency to promote accountability and build up public trust in the political system. This follows concerns raised about political accountability as noted in the anti-draft body recent annual report. The ACC stated while members of parliament are well versed in the rules, challenges such as failures to submit asset declarations continue to persist, especially in the National Assembly. During the previous financial year, 45% of MPs in the National Assembly failed to submit their declaration of assets. New Era recently reported that MPs generally do not take this responsibility seriously. Roughly 50% of MPs have not complied with the 30th of April deadline this year. This annual report on the implementation of the second anti-corruption strategy and action plan highlights the key achievements and obstacles encountered during this crucial period since the rollout in April 2022 up to the 31st of March 2023, which marks the 2022-2023 financial year. This report serves as a foundation for monitoring, evaluating, and holding public entities accountable for their strategies implementation. One of the key aspects covered in this report is the success achieved in raising awareness about corruption. And moving over after the break, we return with news about the new building of the Capricorn Group. Stay with us.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
In our story of the day tonight, Capricorn Group Chief Executive David Nuyoma says the construction of the new Capricorn building in Windhoek Central Business District is a testimony of the bank's group's resolve to positively contribute to the economy of the city of Windhoek. Have a look.
Laying the foundation for an exciting new chapter in the story of our financial services group. This groundbreaking ceremony symbolizes our group's progress and relentless pursuit of innovation and positive change, yet firmly rooted in our heritage and values. We are not simply investing in new office and parking space. This project represents a significant investment in our beloved city's economic and cultural fabric.
After the break, we return with our community talk. Please do stay around.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
In our community talk tonight, Dr. Abraham Iyambo Primary School was broken into on Sunday and lost most of the school's equipment, resulting in a disruption of learning. School principal Flora Petrus urged the public to assist the schools with donations during this hard time. Final year law students from the University of Namibia recently donated printers to Dr. Abraham Iyambo Primary School as part of their impact project. Lilan Bierkes, group leader, shares more, and this report is compiled by Junior Kapofi.
I'm Ms. Flora Petrus, the school principal of Dr. Abraham Iyambo Primary School. Yeah, a blessed morning to each and every one of you, and I'm happy to be in your presence this morning. Yeah, we had a break-in at Dr. Abraham Iyambo on Sunday, and many of the items were taken, and we are happy that you came on board after you heard our cry. So we really look forward to partner with you in that at least the learners, the teaching and learning can still continue.
All right, ma'am, could you just quickly enlighten us as to what exactly was taken during the break-in?
Yeah, they took the copy papers. There was first we used to use a generator. So the generator was taken. There were pillows and stretch beds and mattresses that we used during the time of COVID. That was also taken. They took the desktop and some the printers they took, and then they threw them in the riverbed. So 3 printers were also broken in the process. They took a camera and also the system that we use for briefings, and many other items were taken. At the moment, I cannot recall all of them.
All right.
Yeah, and we are really pleading for the community out there, business people, to please assist us with a desktop, printers, cameras, and copy papers, because many of these items were taken. I thank you.
Good day, my name is Laylan Bierkes. I'm a 4th year law student at the University of Namibia. I'm the group leader for Grotius Law Firm, which is a hypothetical law firm for our legal aid project. A part of our curriculum, we're supposed to come up with the impact project to help the people around within our community, and we've identified Dr. Abraham Iyambo Primary School. We initially wanted to help the school paint, we wanted to start a feeding program, and we wanted to provide them with stationery. But due to the unforeseen event that happened on Sunday, 11th of August, the school was broken into, so they urgently needed a printer. So our project 1 was centered around providing them with a printer, which we will still see what else they urgently need, and then see if that is within our means to be able to provide them for that. I'm accompanied by my amazing team from the Grotius Law Firm. We are all passionate lawyers in the making, and we urge the public to please reach out and assist Dr. Abraham Iyambo with any other sponsors, because the school does have many hardships that they face, and your helping hand would really go a long way. Thank you.
After the break, we bring you economic news. According to In that segment, poultry sugar fuels Namibia as poultry sugar fuels Namibia's $789 million Namibian dollars import bill from Brazil. That and more when we do return. Stick around.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Namibia's imports, mainly from Brazil, comprise poultry meat and raw sugar, with the country importing goods worth $789 million in 2023. Recent data from Namibia Chamber of Commerce Industry indicates, according to NCCI's Vice President Petty Kariahe Martin, this represents a significant trade imbalance as Namibia's exports to Brazil totaled a mere 13 million Namibian dollars in the same period. Brazil is at number 23 with a value of 789 million Namibian dollars, representing a mere 0.6% of the import. So this shows that Brazil can do more business with Namibia and we can do more business with Brazil, she said. This comes as the two countries seek to expand and strengthen cooperation in key sectors including health, defense, and renewable energy. Speaking at the Brazil-Namibia Business Summit on Monday, Brazil's Director of the Department of the Promotion and Trade, Investment and Agriculture, Alex Giasimoli da Silva, encourage business leaders and experts to explore opportunities for collaboration. A central focus of the discussions was the health sector, with Brazil offering its expertise in medical research, pharmaceuticals, and health infrastructure development. The health sector represents significant opportunities for Namibia's development, where Brazilian expertise can play a vital role. We are privileged to host a delegation from Brazilian Health Regulator Agency to explore ways to enhance healthcare cooperation, he said. And now let's have a look at our economic indicators. The Namibia trades for 23 Namibian dollars 19 cents to 1 British pound, 19 Namibian dollars 80 cents to 1 euro, 17 Namibian dollars 84 cents get you 1 US dollar, and 2 Namibian dollars 50 cents get you 1 Chinese yuan. Two commodities have dropped, that is platinum with 0.53%, copper with 0.37%, gold with 0.96%, and Brent crude oil with 0.47%. After the break, we return with international news. Stay with us.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
In international news tonight, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken pushed for progress towards a Gaza ceasefire and hostages release deal as he visited Egypt on Tuesday, but major areas of dispute are still to be resolved in talks planned for later this week. Blinken flew to Egypt from Tel Aviv, where he said Israeli Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had accepted a U.S. bridging proposal aimed at narrowing the gaps between the two sides after talks last week paused without a breakthrough. He urged Hamas to also accept the proposal as the basis for making more talks. The Palestinian militant group has not explicitly rejected the proposal, but said in a statement it overturns what was previously agreed without specifying how, and accused Israel and its U.S. ally of spinning out of negotiations in bad faith. In Egypt, Blinken met President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, whose country has been helping mediate the one-off Gaza talks for months, along with the U.S. and Qatar. Sisi said after the meeting that it was time to put an end to the war and warned of a conflict expanding in the region. At stake is the fate of tiny, crowded Gaza, where Israel's military campaign has killed more than 40,000 people since October, according to Palestinian health authorities, and of the remaining hostages being held there. The war in Gaza began on the 7th of October 2023 when Hamas gunmen stormed into Israeli communities, killing around 1,200 people and abducting about 250 hostages, according to Israeli tellies. On Tuesday, Israel's military said it had recovered the bodies of 6 hostages from the southern Gaza. According to Israeli authorities, 109 hostages now remain in Palestinian territories, of whom around a third are now believed to be dead. And now let's take a look at our weather predictions for tomorrow. Katima Mulilo and Bentu can expect a minimum of 12 degrees, while Rundu and Khobabis can expect a minimum of 11 degrees. Tsumeb can expect a maximum of 31 degrees, while Katima Mulilo and Rundu can expect a maximum of 32 degrees. Hentis Bay and Swakopmund can expect a maximum of 17 degrees, while Aranos can expect a maximum of 31 degrees, Mariental 30 degrees, while Oranjemund can expect a maximum of 19 degrees. And now we head over for our sports news, courtesy of Sports Rep.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It is the Cincinnati Open that is completed and it's now building up to the US Open. It was the finals that was played, and in the men's final it was the world number 1, it's Jannik Sinner. He won the tournament. He beat Francis Tiafoe. He beat him by 7-6 and 6-2. It is Francis Tiafoe that was unseeded in the tournament, so a great tournament for him. In the women's side of the draw, it is Aryna Sabalenka that won the tournament. She beat American Jessica Pegula by 6-3 and 7-5. It is Aryna Sabalenka that will be one of the favorites, or the favorite, on the hard courts. She also won the Australian Open on a similar surface, and it is the US Open that will start this coming Monday, and it is the 4th major of the year. Moving on to motorcycle news, it is the MotoGP news. The standings at the moment, the point standings is that Jorge Martin is leading on his Ducati on 241 points. That's after a second place in the Austrian Grand Prix. It was Francisco Bagnaia, also in the Ducati, that won the Austrian Grand Prix. He's in second position on 238, and then in third position is Anea Bastianini with 192 points. And South African Brad Binder, he's in 7th position overall on 114 points. He had a good Austrian Grand Prix. He started on 12th position and finished in 5th position. That was the Austrian Grand Prix the past weekend. Closing off today's international sports news with soccer news. It is the English Premier League that's in full swing. It was a Monday night game and it was Leicester that hosted Tottenham Hotspur, and it was a tough game that ended 1-1 draw. Good result for Leicester. They didn't play in the Premier League last year. They were out of the Premier League for one season, back again. So a good result for them at home against difficult opponents. The next game for Leicester this coming weekend will be against Fulham. That will be a away game for them, and it is Manchester City that will host the team of Ipswich. That will be on Saturday. It is Manchester City, the defending champions. They started off with a win the past weekend, and also some of the other big names in the English Premier League also started with wins like Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester United. So the English Premier League that will continue this coming weekend. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for joining us on Sunset News tonight. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Good night.